exactly where we're looking at this, and our meteorologist, Kara James, will get a hold of here in a second to get a little more information from her. But what we're looking at is an area of possible circulation. It's the same thing we've mentioned all night long. There could be short windows where these try to spin up and produce tornadoes. So what we're looking at is this area just to the east of Eggville, north and west of Mantachie. When we look at the pixel-to-pixel wind change, that ends up being 53 miles per hour. So this is a situation we're going to watch closely, and we know we have some weather calls coming online. We're going to start this process over again for those folks here in a minute as we have more and more people coming on. If you lose our coverage, we're streaming live at WTVA.com/live, and you can pick us up on the WTVA News app. This is a tornado warning that has been issued for Doppler radar indicated rotation. The thought tonight is that most thunderstorms are going to produce strong winds primarily, but could briefly have windows where they try to produce tornadoes. The only tornado touchdown we've had so far this evening in Mississippi has been back toward Tate County earlier on. This is not a situation where, number one, tornado has been spotted. Nonetheless, we're going to do our due diligence here. We're going to head to our safe place anyway. Sturdy structure, lowest floor, middle of that structure. Turn up the volume on your TV. We're going to be giving you updates right here in WTVA and on WTVA.com. Wrap yourself blankets and pillows and stay there until we can give you the all clear. Let's track this circulation. We're going to clear this off the screen here. We're going to track it toward the north and east with a speed at around 40 miles per hour. This is probably going to stay just north of Mantachie proper. This shows Centerville in 2 minutes, Sandy Springs 14 minutes, 20 minutes, and Moores Mill. I can hear the sirens going on outside the station here, meaning I know we have a lot of folks going, whoa, as they wake up around Lee County. Let's get some perspective on here. If you live in Tupelo, I know those sirens are going to be hard to ignore. If you live in Tupelo, you can go to sleep. You're done. No tornado for you. Same for Saltillo. If you live to the west of 45, you're fine. You're in the clear. So what we're concentrating is very near the Ratcliffe community here. Anything west of that, go to sleep. It's going to be hard to ignore the sirens, but you're fine. Okay, so let's look at this a little closer. And Kara,
yes,
just from the latest information you're getting here, is this anything but Doppler radar indicated?
At the moment, no. I have not checked the Weather Service chat for a few moments, but it does not look like there are any reports coming in via social media that indicate anything else.
Okay, we want to just remind you that though we appreciate pictures, we appreciate your reports, we want you to get to your safe place in this scenario. It's more important to do that. You're not going to see anything. This is just going to be a wall of wind, and if it does try to produce a tornado, it's going to be very difficult to see. Let's track it ahead. At that speed, as we mentioned, Ratcliffe Community 3 minutes, Sandy Springs 14 minutes, Moores Mill in 20 minutes. I'm going to go up a couple scans on Storm Track Doppler radar, and the reason I'll do that is to advance our latest location forward a little bit more. We can do that aloft, and you can see that little notch there just to the east of the Unity community. And this is northern Itawamba County in particular we're most focused on. Though we have tornado sirens, weather calls going off, Moorville, for example, you can go to sleep. This is not a tornado for you. This is not anything west of Unity, something you necessarily need to be worried about. Let's come in, let's go street level, let's talk about some specific streets here. So we're talking just to the north of 363. Mantachie, this is a close call. If you consider yourself a resident of Mantachie, I want to keep you in your safe place, but I expect this circulation to pass to your north. This is Doppler radar indicated. This is not a tornado on the ground, but there's going to be a short window between radar indicated and if it tries to produce a tornado. And because that happens so fast, we want to take extra precaution. Kirkville community, let's look closer for you. We're going to analyze a few different scans on radar here to see if we're turning north to get our exact motion, because that'll have a big impact for you. There's our latest low-level scan. This is close. This is about as impressive as we're going to get on a radar signature tonight. That's not to say this is anything like the tornadoes that happened in April. This isn't. This is mainly strong winds, 60 miles per hour, but this could possibly also be enough rotation to try to produce a tornado. Let's go ahead and go to the wind mode on Storm Track Doppler radar. That's not an unimpressive signature. 47 mile per hour, what we call gate-to-gate shear. 67 there near the Kirkville community. So I'd be talking very close to Maple Springs Road and 371. That's what highway this is here, what road that is there. It's 371. So let's look a little farther ahead. Well, you'll notice if I pull off some of our radar data there, this is getting close to passing over top of the Tennessee Tom Bigby Waterway right there. Will be shortly. And so we're talking approaching Sandy Springs, Moores Mill, 40 miles per hour current forward motion on this. When we go to the just straight wind mode on this, we can even see just a little bit of rotation on this tornado warning that's in effect until 1:30 in the morning. Southern Prentiss County, I know we probably also have some tornado sirens going off for Boonville, for Baldwin. You're in the clear, no tornadoes for you. Same thing at this instant I'll say for Tishmingo proper. I want to keep you up, keep you aware, but the tornadic circulation here, closer to Centerville. Let's talk about Marietta for a moment. Marietta, you are on the edge of this tornado warning. And let's look at the wind mode. I'm going to go to a couple of farther away sites, including the Memphis weather radar site. Not impressed by that. Not impressed by Birmingham. And we probably shouldn't be impressed by either of those in this scenario, simply because they're just a little too far away. So we go up a few scans on Storm Track Doppler radar. Moving at about still 40 miles per hour. This would be crossing over top of the waterway within about a minute and a half, approaching Sandy Springs within about 2.5 to 3 minutes, 5 at max. So your moments are ticking away. We want to keep you in your safe place and define one more time what we are looking at, because I think this is something that we need to say. We do not have a tornado that's been spotted, but we're not going to get spotting on this tornado. We're not going to detect it until after it's touched down. There's going to be a very short time frame in which that happens this evening. This is a Doppler radar indicated tornado warning, and want to keep you in your safe place. Once again, where is that? That's in a sturdy structure. If your home isn't a sturdy structure and you're, say, still east of Sandy Springs and you can get out to your storm shelter, do that. But certainly, if it is a sturdy structure, if it's a conventional built home, lowest floor, middle of that lowest floor, and turn up the volume on your TV. We'll give you information right here on WTVA, ABC WTVA, and WLOV as needed. Stay there until we can give you the all clear. A reminder, if you lose our service, being able to pick us up over the air or through your different provider, we are streaming live at WTVA.com/live, or on your smartphone for iPads as well as Android and Apple devices. Pick up the WTVA News app. We are streaming live on there with information. As long as you have an internet connection, we can give you that information. Let's go back to the precipitation mode on Storm Track Doppler radar. I'm going to go up a couple scans on this because this information is a couple of minutes old, so we can get the latest lock on the location. Very near Sandy Springs. Again, that'd be, I believe that says Houston Palestine Road there. This is staying just south of Marietta. This will cross into extreme southern sections of Prentiss County on that forward motion of around 40 miles per hour. So let's go ahead and track that again. And I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to advance this forward a little bit. And let's get Belmont into this. Belmont, we'd be talking around 17 minutes at this current speed into your area. Sandy Springs, 3 minutes. Moores Mill, 8 minutes. I believe we have some new information coming in from our meteorologist, Kara James. Kara?
It's just to cancel the part of the warning for Lee County, since it has moved now completely into Itawamba County and Prentiss and
okay,
so continuing towards Tishmingo.
Perfect. Thank you, Kara. So, Kara, confirming with the Weather Service now, cancellation of the tornado warning as far as it was concerned for Lee County.
Yes, and it's still Doppler radar indicated.
Still Doppler radar indicated tornado warning. There has been no confirmation at this point of tornado touching the ground. Nonetheless, we want to prepare accordingly. But if you live in Tupelo proper, Lee County, go to sleep. You're done. Latest scan now on Storm Track Doppler radar does show a new update to our location. Now, directly over top of the Tennessee Tom Bigby Waterway, about to cross Beaver Lake Road in northern Itawamba County, putting it no more than about 2, maybe 3 miles almost directly to the west of Sandy Springs. So if you consider yourself a resident of Sandy Springs, I know there's not a lot of people that live out in this part of the county, but there are a few. We want to keep you in your safe place. Moores Mill, same thing at this instant. Kirkville, give me 5 minutes, and we can put you back to normal. Marietta, give me 3 or 4 minutes. I know it's mainly